Can you share what went well in your lesson? I think some things went well, Komala. What went well? What did you do well? What do you think worked?
In my point of view.
Sure.
Well, in my point of view, it's a good idea doing so many activities with the students. They have more opportunity to revise the new words, new vocabs. As you said, we have a project lesson today.
Yes.
And have already learned about the seasons and the weather. And the structure of I like plus noun and some words and because, and have practiced it. And they can freely made some sentences according to this structure. I think it's a good for the students.
It's a really good structure. Do you think, and I just want your opinion, did every student get to practice saying it out loud or writing it? And I'm asking you, did every student get to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
They managed it.
Good.
And I wanted to check their writing skills also.
It would have been nice to do some writing. I'm thinking for one idea for you, it's just my opinion, you had a competition, this table against this table. That was really nice. What happens is when you have, it's just my view, if you have really big groups, there was what, 12 or 8 in each group?
16 people.
Right, so 8 and 8. I think it's too big. It's just my idea.
Yes.
So maybe 4 groups.
4 groups.
4 papers, 4 groups, 4, and it's just an idea. You could make a rule. The rule is you must first say you season you like, and then after write.
Okay.
And maybe if you want them to do it faster, you could have them all write at one time on the paper, different. It's just an idea to just keep in mind when you have bigger groups, like these little girls.
It's hard to work with them, yes?
It's hard to get everyone doing something. It's just a thought for you. You see what I mean? So make a smaller group so that more people
I had 2 groups, but it could be better if we have 4 groups.
Sure. It's just a thought. It's not too critical.
Okay.
I love that you had the umbrella, and then they had to ask a question when it stopped. My suggestion is maybe instead of them asking, like what was it? It turns, it shows windy, and you ask a question. What was the question that they were repeating? It was a beautiful song.
How's the weather?
How's the weather?
How's
the weather today? And then they'd say it's windy, right? That's nice. Maybe with that activity, I'm just pushing on pair work. They can turn to their partner after, and they have to ask, how's the weather today? And then she says, it's windy. And then I just think that
post-singing is activity.
Beautiful. The singing, it's just another way. It's not wrong, but I think maybe if you push more pair work, you can actually see what they can do.
They should ask questions with each other.
To me, that was a little bit missing to me, because maybe it's too advanced, but can they ask questions? Are they able or no?
Simple questions they can ask.
Do you like summer?
Yes.
Can they ask those questions?
Yes.
Are they able?
Yes, they're able.
If they're able, I would have loved for them to do it more. It's just my opinion.
Okay. No, it's
like this beautiful mustache activity, you could have said every 30 seconds you will move.
Exchange their places.
Yeah. Because then they're practicing that beautiful question. Do you like summer? Yes, I do. Do you like spring? Yes, I do. No, I don't. It's just an idea, like you had them set up so well. Maybe every 30 seconds you say, move. Move. That way they can practice the question.
Yes.
I have one idea for you. You can tell me if you like it or not. Maybe the last 10 minutes of class, they're taking notes about different classmates. So you could have in their little book, name, I guess season, and why do you like it?
They can ask questions from each other.
Yeah, so
By moving around the class.
by move around the room. So in 3 columns, they write name. It's just my opinion. I think it'd be really nice because how much, I want to know, how much did you speak and how much did they speak? How much by percentage?
As you said before.
Maybe I'm wrong. I said 90-10, maybe it's not. What do you feel?
No, they tried to answer the questions, they tried
Okay.
to speak, but I think it's 70 to 30.
Okay, very good. So 70% you, 30. So maybe to get it more like 60-40, you can think around these great activities and how to make them happen longer. So like this lineup activity, it could have been great even if you didn't have the mustache.
Okay.
They take notes. What's your name? Okay, Abdullah. Do you like spring? No. Okay, why not? Spring, I don't know. I don't like Sumalak. Or whatever. He doesn't like Sumalak. My point is just maybe they can have a little more time in one activity, but more practice talking with each other.
We should spend more time.
I think so. I think so. I think you had great activities. You could have maybe had one last activity, but had more time with them, like talking with each other, and then maybe writing. Do you think it would have been too hard for them or no?
No, I have prepared the dictation for them.
Oh, you said that. What was the
Spelling
dictation?
But
Okay.
we don't have enough time. We didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do the spelling dictation with my students.
That would have been really nice too. One idea for this review is you could have the students ask questions too. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. Like, do we have fruits in summer? Do we have, well, I can't even see it, trips?
Some trips.
Do we have trips in summer? Maybe that's a nice question they could practice asking. Does that kind of make sense?
They have ready vocabulary on the blackboard, but the only thing that they need to do, just use them.
I think that it's just an idea.
Okay.
And I saw like they were trying. If you show them how to do it, they will do it. And then maybe with this activity, after you got all the right answers, I'm throwing a lot, but I'll just keep throwing it. You can have them each take a stance. Do we have rainbows in spring? And they have to do, yes, no. Okay, she sits down, and then you ask a question. Like, you stand, and he would ask a question. Do we have fruits in summer? It's just some way to get them to
make them to speak. Yes.
I would say, it's just my opinion, 100% of the answers were to you. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
And it's not bad, but how could they also talk with each other? Does that make sense? I hope I'm not being too critical, but you got my point.
No. It's so good.
I think that if they can learn how to talk to each other,
We're just learning.
yeah, if they can learn how to talk to each other, they're going to feel more confident.
Okay.
But maybe like they're looking for you to see if it's right. I could see that. I could see that because everything was like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So you did a really nice lesson. What do you think you could do a little different in the future lessons?
Okay, I will.
What do you think?
I will set, as you said, I allow my students to speak more.
Okay.
And to practice a lot.
Sure.
Speaking activities, and I can teach them how to be more confident.
Sure.
During the lessons.
You could write a sentence on the board that could help them.
How to make the sentences? Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. Do we have ... in summer? Do we have ... And
Instead
it could,
of making sense on their notebooks, yes.
either way, it could be in the notebook. It could be whatever. I mean, it's up to you. But maybe you could give the beginning of a sentence. In summer, do we have Snow? Nah. Because then, I'm talking a lot. Then they could practice with each other a little bit and then practice with the group. I talked a lot. Yeah. I think it's good. Do you know graphic organizer? Graphic
Yes,
organizer?
graphic organizer, yes.
How could you use a graphic organizer with this lesson? I think that would have made it would have forced them to need. How could you have used
Instead
it?
of the stickers, we can make some graphs as a
Sure.
blackboard and fill them with with these words, yes?
You could?
By the help of graphic organizers.
Sure.
For example, summer, what kind of things can we do in summer? What kind of
Yeah.
things?
I like this brainstorming, but
Yes.
if she the graphic organizer and ask students to fill that basically summer and I don't know what is it, spring? Spring, that would be